Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. But if you are not new to the channel, what's popping? You guys already know what to do. A lot of you guys have been saying that my videos have not been popping up on your explore page or your recommendation tab. It's because I've been a little MIA, so I think YouTube has kind of knocked me out of the algorithm. So to help me get back onto the algorithm, you guys definitely should hype this video up, give this video a thumbs up, and then comment also if you would like to comment. And as you do that, I should be back on the algorithm by next week. I ain't gonna lie, I've been taking a break this month from YouTube, but we are back with another story time. We're gonna get straight into it. So as you guys can see from the title, as a matter of fact, this story time involves Laura, but Laura's not here. Yeah. And I don't know if Laura watches my story times, but I know Laura's about to watch this video and be like, oh my goodness, girl, like, not you telling this story. But this is the story time because, and one of the main reasons why I decided to tell this story is because I know it is homecoming season. I know a lot of people are about to be going to parties and stuff. And in the spirit of homecoming, Halloween season, I would definitely want to come and tell this story time because I'm not sure if this story time took place during homecoming or did it take place during... It took place during homecoming. It took place during homecoming because I remember it was fall semester when this shit happened. And it was just a hell of a crazy night. And I just want to tell y'all what happened. So boom, let's get into it. So it was homecoming season. It was one of like the big parties. This was like before COVID, y'all. Like, I be talking to my brother because my brother goes to the same college that I used to go to. And my brother, he's not like a party person. Like, I'm more so a party person. He's not really a party person. He like going out, but he's not eager to go out, if you get what I mean. My brother, he was like, you know, telling me the other day, he's like, I don't know. Like, he said, I know I wasn't at, because I went to Parire View, if you guys don't know. He's like, I know I wasn't at PV when you were at PV, but it don't look like what it looked like when you used to go. And I told him straight up, I'm like, it's not. Because before COVID, and not just PV, but like everybody know, before COVID, like the parties were popping back then. Everything was popping back then. Like the parties, the events, any type of events at school, like the big events, the small events, like everything was like way more good back then. People were actually dancing back then. Like people were not being bougie. People were not trying to wear their best fit to those type of parties. Because if you guys don't know, a lot of PV parties are outside in the grass. So nobody was trying to wear their best dress, best fit. It wasn't about fashions. It wasn't about who looked the cutest. It was literally, I kid you not, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like at them PV tent parties, there was a dress code for the girls. A crop top, some booty shorts, and some Vans. No funny. I'm not even being funny. Or a very, very, you know, short bodycon dress. Like, that was it. Those were always, it was never no, like, and nobody would never wear no, like, nice designer. Nowadays, the last homecoming I went to, everybody dripped out a designer. Everybody got their best outfit on. And it just looks so unauthentic. It don't look like homecoming for real. So just keep that in mind. This is before COVID and everything. So it was homecoming season and it was one of the biggest parties of the whole homecoming. So they used to have like a lineup every year and they would like say like, okay, on Monday this event is going on Tuesday this event, all the way up until Saturday of the actual homecoming game day. And then there was an event afterwards, like a tent party afterwards, or you could participate in a tailgate. And then I think that day was Friday. I think it was on a Friday because I remember it not being like no party or anything like that. So there was like a big event that was going on, and it's these group of boys that used to go to the school. They used to throw like the biggest parties. They were African. They used to throw like one of the biggest parties ever. Like when you see those boys, when you see that group on a flyer, just know that party was gonna be lit. Like, all jokes aside. And it's actually crazy because majority of our events was under like the same 3 tents, but it's something about those boys. Whenever they used to throw parties, them and the Qs as well. The Qs were very good for throwing good parties. But something about those African boys, whenever they used to throw parties, bro, what? Those were the best parties ever. Like, people will be talking about those parties for months, weeks, and everything, right? So yeah, so we're like, yeah, we're going, like, for sure, like, we're going, we got our tickets, we're getting ready and everything, right? So it's about 4 of us, and Laura decides that she's going to be the designated driver, because this is around the time where Laura was not drinking like that. Like, there was a point in time where Laura she wasn't into drinking for real. So we all was like, okay, cool. So I think we took my car, but Laura drove, because we had already pre-gamed a little bit at my place. We had already had some alcohol of our own. There used to be this Mexican restaurant that was like 10 minutes from the school that a lot of people would go pre-game. Like, oh my god, PV was fun, y'all. Bro, PV was so fun. The whole entire school would be inside this Mexican restaurant pre-gaming. Like, people used to just jump from table to table, you know what I mean? Like, talk, like, oh my god, my college experience, one of the best experiences of my life, I kid you not. So yeah, like, we were drunk, and I ain't gonna lie, them margaritas those margaritas used to have you on your ass. Like, I have so many different story times of going to that Mexican restaurant and getting drunk as a skunk, and like just having so much fun. Like, I have so many story times of that. Like, those margaritas used to have everybody off their ass. Just one. By the time it got to the point where the workers used to tell you, you can't have no more, because they would know that you're drunk. Like, they will off rip no, and they'll be like, nah, she can't have no more. She good, she too drunk. That's how bad them margaritas were. Like, I don't know what the hell they were putting in them drinks. We used to be on our ass. We had already went to the margarita store, the restaurant. We got our margaritas. We lit now, like, ready to go to the party. We're lit. We're in the car dancing. Like, that whole packed. PV parties packed. Okay, that's one thing about a PV party. A PV party is gonna be packed out. At the very least, 1,000 people gonna come to that party. So you gotta get there on time, because the parking is like on the side of the road, and all the parking spaces will be full. And it got to the point where some people will be parking their cars inside of the grass. And the way the parking is set, the way the street is set up, it's not like a level, like a flat street. It's like one of those streets that like have a slant. So it will be so many times that we have went to these parties that by the ending of the night, somebody's car will be stuck inside the mud of the ditch, because they ended up backing up their car too far into it, and it be having to take like people, like what you would call it, tow truck companies and stuff, to get their car out the next morning. Like, that's how critical these parties were. So yeah, we lit. We're in the car, we're drunk, like, we're like, yeah, like, it's lit, it's about to be fun, da da da, like, da da da. So one of my friends, we just gonna call them my friends, but I'm gonna just say one of my friends. So one of my friends, she is the type of person that, I don't know why she does this, but when she gets drunk, she runs away from us. And the thing is, I'm drunk, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I was sober. I wasn't sober, I was drunk, but I was coherent drunk. Like, you know, there's 2 levels to being drunk. You know, there's like, okay, I'm drunk, but I'm still like fully aware of everything that is going on. And then there's the like, I'm actually very drunk right now, and I don't have no idea what's going on. I'm about to blackout type of drunk, and I damn sure wasn't none of that, you know. But I will say my other friends were damn near the second one. And one of my friends has a habit of running away when she gets drunk. Like, not like just randomly, like randomly running away. So you could kind of already tell that Laura was a little irritated, which I will understand. Like, you know, she dealing with 3 drunk people. She's completely sober, no substances inside of her system. You know, people running away, like, you know, it's, yeah. So when y'all ain't say bless you? Y'all fake. Now, I'm just kidding. When we get in there, Laura's like, all right, like, can y'all please stick together? Like, I don't have time for none of that. Like, I don't have time for y'all running around, da da da. So we're like, yeah, Laura, like, we just talking. Girl, like, as bro, party lit. Soon as you walk in. And I feel like that's what it was with the Qs and the African boys. They used to throw them parties. They always used to have alcohol as soon as you walk in. Like, you can't even walk past them without getting a shot. They used to always make like big jugs of jungle juice and be giving it to everybody as you walk in. So as soon as we walk in, they handing us like 2 cups in 2 hands and shit. They like, come on, y'all gotta drink, y'all gotta catch up. So we get it even more drunk. Y'all already gotta imagine, we already kind of drunk. Now we get it even more drunk. And like I said, just like how I said there was something in the margaritas, like Chris Brown said, there's something in this liquor. Just like how I said there was something in the margaritas, there was something in that jungle juice as well. Because them drinks used to get us off our, like, what? They used to get us throwed. So the guy, he trying to give it to Laura. Laura's like, I'm DD, like I'm DD. He's like, all right, y'all have fun. So we end up pulling up to the tent, y'all. This hoe is packed. Laura's still telling us the rules. She's like, don't leave from each other, like please, like I need y'all to be right next to each other. Like I don't have time to be going around to look for y'all, because like I said, y'all, it's so many people at this party. Like this party is full. It's like over 1,000 people at this party. So she's like, I don't have time to be looking for y'all, like please don't leave, this and that. And the thing is, it's not like my friend purposely was trying to leave. A lot of us, even though we just came together, a lot of our friends are at this party. Damn near the whole school used to come to these type of parties, plus other people from other schools. Like it's people at this party that we know. So my friend, she would like sometimes wander off and stuff like that. So right after she said that, we just bust into the crowd. Like all three of us, we just was like, oh my God, let's go in. They playing good music. They playing twerking music. All you hear is twerk song, girl. Twerk song, girl. All you hear is keep that ass jumping. Keep that ass jumping. Keep that ass jumping, bitch. All you hear is that, right? So, bitch, I'm trying to keep that ass jumping like K-Stylist told me to. R.I.P. B King as well. So, we in there. We, keep that ass jumping. We just in there like, right? So then it be random guys, and I know this is so not safe. I think I mentioned this in one of my story times before, but I'm just being honest, like how Future said. I tell you, I keep a couple bad bitches with me too, and we ain't never going back to what we used to do. I was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest. Like, bitch, this ain't something that I'm happy about, but it used to be random niggas walking around with bottles. Babe, what? We're taking the shots. Like, if I'm drunk, I'm taking the shots. I want to get more drunk. So we in this bitch, random niggas throwing, like, you know, alcohol in our mouth. We, like we, so Laura's like, chill, like y'all don't know them niggas, like y'all don't know where they like what they got in their cup, like, you know what I mean, like y'all don't know what's going on, you feel me, like don't drink from random niggas, like, but Laura gotta understand, we drunk, we not hearing nothing, like I understand, and I'm not saying that it ain't Laura's fault. I ain't saying that it's Laura's fault, because it's really not, but I'm just like, they ain't like, you know, Laura, you gotta understand, we a little drunk. We not really coherent at the moment, you know? So she's like, stop. Like, please stop drinking from random guys' liquor. Like, stop. For real, stop. So we in that bit, we running around, like, we moving around quickly. The one who runs away, that's the ringleader. The person that is in front of all of us. Laura's at the very back. It's her, it's my other friend, it's me, and then it's Laura. So she's like, let's go here. And she's the type that, like, she'll just jot, like, quickly. Like, she won't even, like, wait on you. So as soon as she said, let's go here, like, she just starts running. And then the second friend started running, and then I started. And then Laura, like, as I get ready to run, Laura, like, pulls my hand. This is another thing that our friend does a lot when she's not sober. First of all, even sober, my friend does not care about her phone. Like, she does not care about her phone, y'all. I've been on trips with this girl. This girl, like, she literally, like, puts her phone off to the corner, and that phone will be over there the whole time. Like, she doesn't care about her phone. She's not always on her phone. She's not a typical Gen Z. Like, she's not a typical Gen Z. She's not always on her phone. So when she is drunk, y'all, this girl would literally drop her phone on the floor and keep running. Like, there have been so many parties where she has almost lost her phone. So, she ends up dropping her phone on the floor and jotting off to wherever she pointed to. And I did not know that because, you know, I'm drunk too. But like I said, I'm still coherent, y'all. And at this time, y'all, I was big. Like, this is when I had got, like, really big. And I don't know if you guys know, but the bigger you are, the harder it is for you to be, like, fully drunk. Like, you have to drink a lot because of your BMI and everything. Because nowadays, I'll be still thinking that I'm 300 pounds. I'll be trying to go to the club and be trying to chug alcohol like how I used to back in college. Baby, by the third shot, I'll be like, whoa, hold on. This can't be. Bitch, I'll be drunk, you feel me, and stuff. But back then, what? You would need many shots to actually really start, like, you know, feeling it. Laura ends up pulling my hand and she's like, look at y'all, like look. And we look down and her phone is in the grass. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, she's gonna lose her phone. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, this and that. Like, can y'all please like chill out? Like, this and that. You guys are beginning to stress me out. Like, you guys are beginning to stress me out. So I'm like, all right, like I'm not doing nothing. And she's like, well, it's all of y'all. Like, y'all just keep moving around quickly. Can y'all please like stick to one spot and be still? So I'll just go and I get the phone and I end up telling my friend, like, Laura said, like, you know, be still. But she's drunk, y'all. Like, she not thinking. We in different people's faces, different people that we know, some people that we don't know. We just talking to people, twerking, we're running out, we're running inside the tent, we're running out of the tent. We were never really still for real. And like I said, inside the tent has so many people and it's so suffocating. It's so like suffocating. Like, let's say this is one person right inside the tent. Next person is literally like this. So when we're walking through the crowd, we have to separate people to walk through the crowd. Laura was getting irritated because she just kind of felt like y'all are not being still, like saying, oh, let's go here, we end up getting to that spot. Then y'all say, oh, let's go there, we end up getting to that spot. Then y'all say y'all too hot, let's leave the tent. We end up leaving the tent because them tents were hot, bro. You feel like you in a sauna, no funny. So then we be like, oh, let's leave the tent. You leave the tent, you're out now. Then we be out for like what, 2 seconds, and then my friend will be like, I want to go back in the tent. Now we're running back in the tent. So to her, how can I say it? To her defense, we were doing a lot, but it wasn't me. Like, I wasn't the one that was, I wasn't the one that was doing it. I was just following. Like, I was drunk and I was just following. So at one point in time, my friend did it again. She's like, I want to leave the tent, after we had just got inside the tent. So she's like, I want to leave the tent. I want to leave the tent. Instead for her to say, come on, because the last time she was telling us like, hey, come on, I want to leave the tent. This girl just jots out of the tent, y'all. Like, she just jotted out and ran out. And so now Laura was talking to one of her friends, and when Laura turned back around, she sees that old girl is no longer with us. So she's like, where is old girl? And we're like, she left the tent. And Laura's like, and y'all let her leave? And we're like, bro, she moved too fast. Like, mind y'all, I'm big as fuck. Like, in order for me to move through the crowd, bitch, I can't even move that fast if I wanted to. If I was to move fast like that, bitch, people will be fighting me because I'll be pushing people out the way, you know, very like, you know, aggressively. But this girl's small as hell. She not a toothpick or nothing, but she's small, you know. It's easier for her to maneuver through the crowd quickly. So what, am I supposed to chase her? Like, I'm drunk, you know? Oh, Laura starts getting mad and she's like, and why did y'all leave her? Like, why did y'all leave her? Where is she? Like, why would y'all leave her? She's like, oh my God, like, you guys are like getting on my nerves. Like, I swear you guys are getting on my nerves. I can't never be y'all's DD again. Mind y'all, I ain't gonna lie, this ain't the first time that we have done this to Laura. I'm not gonna lie to you. We did this to Laura before. I'm gonna tell y'all that little, I'm gonna tell y'all in a bit what we did to Laura before. She's like, I'm not gonna be y'all DD no more. Like, on me, I'm not being y'all DD no more. Why would you leave her? Why would y'all leave her? And I'm like, and she was like, you're drunk. Like, you're drunk. Y'all need to settle down. And I told Laura, I said, Laura, I'm drunk, but I'm very coherent. Like, I'm not that drunk. You feel me? Like, I'm still very coherent, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Once Laura started yelling at me, I kind of sobered up, you know, in a way. Like, you know when somebody like does something that will make you like just start sobering up? I'm like, girl, like, I'm good, you know? Like, no, you're not, you're drunk. And I don't like when people do that. Like, I don't like when I tell people like, I'm good, and then they try to say like, oh, you're drunk. Like, yes, I'm drunk, but I'm very coherent. Like, my body is very coherent. I'm not as drunk as they are. Like, I'm drunk in like a playful way, but if something happens, I can easily sober up in the blink of an eye, you know? And what am I supposed to do if this girl runs out so quickly out the tent without, like, you know, telling us to come on or nothing? Like, am I supposed to chase after her so quickly like that? Especially in my drunken stage, and this crowd is so big and I have to like literally maneuver through people to get out of this tent. Like, no. So as we're talking, like, we're walking out of the tent, and she's like, I'm never being DD for y'all again. Like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I want to go home. Like, I'm over this. Like, Laura is mad. She's overstimulated. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't blame her, because we were doing a lot. Like, even though I wasn't as drunk as them, we all three was doing too much. All that moving around too, that shit can become annoying, because it's like, hey, let's pick one spot and let's stay there for a while before we just decide to, sorry y'all, my camera died. But yeah, before we just decide, oh, I want to go here, I want to do this. Like, I understand Laura's frustration. That shit is annoying. Like, pick one spot and stay there, you know? So at this point, me and Laura start arguing because she keeps saying, like, you're drunk too, like, you're drunk like them, this is that, like, you're drunk, like, you're not sober, you're drunk. And I'm like, I'm not as drunk as them, like, I'm coherent. And it got to the point where me and Laura are bickering. We're literally bickering like little sisters in the middle of the road, like, in the not the road, in the middle of the grass, because at this point we're no longer in the tent. As me and Laura are arguing, we just see our other friend running around us like, hey guys! Yeah, Laura lost it. When I tell you, I don't know if she was the 13th reason, but Laura lost it. Like, she was like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, I'm not doing this shit with y'all no more. Like, I'm done. Like, she was like, I'm done. Like, I would never, ever be y'all's DD again. I promise you. I would never be y'all's DD again. Y'all don't have to worry about me. This and that. Which Laura just bluffed it because she was our DD many more times after that. So, but that pissed me off because, you know, that just pissed me off. So I was like, you don't have to be our DD. Like, don't say stuff like that. She's like, yeah, like, I would never, like, I'm done. I want to go home. Like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be at this party no more. I want to go home. Like, she starts telling me like she's ready to go. So I was like, and I'm ready to go too, because you just killed my mood. Like, you really just killed my mood. Like, y'all, at this point I'm sober. Like, I'm completely, that's how you know I wasn't even that drunk. That's what I was trying to tell her. Like, I'm not that drunk, I'm just having fun. Like, I'm still very coherent of what's going on, but like, I understand. I do, like I said, I understand where Laura was coming from. She was just trying to protect us and make sure we were okay, you know. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go home too. Like, you just ruined my mood. I'm no longer drunk no more because of what, like, what just happened between me and you. Like, I'm ready to go home as well. Like, this shit is not fun as well either. So she's like, yeah, like, let's go then, let's go. My other friends, they like, we don't want to go. They're like, we ain't ready to go. When I tell you, Laura literally looked at them like this. She was like, so I'm like, Laura, because like, I'm like, we don't need to fight over this. Like, this is so stupid. This is so minor. I'm like, Laura, I understand that you're trying to protect them. I understand that this girl is running around like a chicken with her head cut off. I know that this stuff is scaring you. I said, I'm sorry. You know, we don't need to be fighting over this. This shit is so stupid. I understand that you're worried about us, but we're just having fun. Like a lot of those tent parties back then before COVID were very safe. Like, the most that will happen is that people will fight, but that's at any party, you know what I mean? So it just wasn't that deep of what Laura was doing at that moment. But I understand at the same time. I do highly understand, because that girl is drunk. Who knows? A guy could come up to her knowing she's drunk and take advantage of her. You never know. So I do understand why Laura was mad. But I just told her, like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to take your anger out on me. Because she was mainly going off on me about the situation instead of actually going off on all of us. You know what I mean? So, I'm like, but yeah, I'm low-key ready to go too. But those girls, they didn't want to go. Like, they kept saying, like, we're not ready, we're not ready, we're still lit. Mind you, the party, I'm gonna say, if the party ended at 2, I would say it's like 12:50, and the party started at 10. So they're not ready to go at all. Like, they're not ready to go. So they're like, we're staying here, we're not leaving. So I was kind of hungry at this time, because I did not eat that day. I remember I barely ate like that. I think I only had like one meal early in the morning. So at this point in time, I'm hungry, and I ended up telling Laura, like, hey, I'm kind of hungry. Do you want to go to McDonald's? I said, I'm pretty sure by the time we go to McDonald's, get food and stuff like that, eat our food, come back, the party gonna be over, and then they could, these little crackheads can, come to the car. So Laura was like, yeah, let's do that. So we ended up leaving them. I think my second friend ended up sobering up at this time. So I was told her, I'm like, bro, don't let that girl out of sight. Like, don't let our other friend out of sight. Like, make sure y'all stick together, don't separate. And she's like, yeah, I'm good. I already told this part of the story time, but I'm gonna tell it again, because that story time went through something else. Like, that went to another situation. But as we are walking out, that's why I said this night was so weird. Like, this night was so weird. And I'll be thinking about this night sometimes, and I'll be like, that was a hell of a crazy night. Because, y'all, we were on our heads. Like, when I tell you, that was one of them parties where we acted a fool. Like, we were acting a fool at that party. As I'm walking out, I see Bozo. And Bozo is like crying like crazy. And if you guys are my OGs, y'all already know what I'm about to tell y'all. Bozo is crying like crazy. And I'm looking like, who is she crying for? And as she's crying, she's walking up towards me. Now, if you are new to my channel, Bozo was this girl that I went to high school with that switched up on me right before I got to college from one of my other friends that I was cool with, and they started being friends with each other, and she stopped talking to me completely. Like throughout the whole time we were in college, whenever I would see her, she would act like she didn't know me on campus. She just went radio silence on me. So this is like one of my very first times seeing Bozo actually have a full conversation with me. As the school year went on, she started being a little bit more nice to me. Like she overall, me and her did not have no communications with each other. This girl, mind you, she's walking up to me and you can see her friend is like pulling her arm back like chill, like don't do that. This girl comes up to me and starts crying about how she misses me so much. She misses our friendship. I was one of the nicest girls to her. This is and that. She wants to be friends with me again. You can tell she's drunk. This time, y'all, I'm sober. Like the argument that me and Laura got into completely sobered me up. So I'm creeped out. No funny. I'm just like, cause like I see this girl all the time. This girl lives in my apartment complex. She's never gave off this type of energy. So to see it was just very weird. So I was just like, and she's like, I miss you so much. And her friend's like, chill, Bozo, like chill, like this is that, like chill. And Bozo's like basically going like this, like on some like don't touch me. She's like, you were such a good friend to me, like please take me back, please. Like she's crying. And I'm just like, Bozo, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like I just tapped her shoulder. Y'all, once I tapped her shoulder, she started crying even harder. She's like, please be friends with me again, please. I look at Laura. Mind you, Laura can't stand Bozo. Like Laura already knew everything Bozo did to me. Like she could not stand Bozo. So that shit pissed Laura off more. I look at Laura. Laura's literally looking at her like this. Laura looked irritated. Laura's like, can we go? Like, can we go? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Y'all, as I'm leaving, Bozo starts crying harder and yelling my name. I just had to like, I was like, I'm gonna come back. I lied. I was not coming back. I was like, I'm gonna come back, okay? Like, I'm gonna come back. Like, I'm gonna come back, okay? And as she's crying, her friends are like, Bozo, like this is Irene, like basically letting her know, like this is the bitch you talk about all the time. This is the bitch that you say you don't want to be friends with. Like, what are you doing? Like everybody around her was shocked, and I was just shocked. And Laura was pissed. Like Laura was like, I really want to go home. Like she's like, I'm sorry, this night sucks ass. Like I really want to go home. Like she was like, Bozo just pissed me off even more. Like I'm over this whole entire party. I don't know about y'all. I had fun. I had fun up until Laura did what she did and yelled at me and all this stuff like that. I had a lot of fun. That was a fun ass night. That was a crazy fun ass night, bro. So at this point, me and Laura, we get in the car. Like I'm driving now because I'm sober. So we end up going to McDonald's. We go to McDonald's. We order our food. We end up making up because me and Laura, even though we semi-made up, we didn't really make up for real. Like it was kind of like a, you know how you get into an argument with your friend and y'all change the subject, but y'all don't really talk about like the argument. That's what happened. So it was kind of like a, I'm over this party, I'm hungry, and she agreed too. So that's what happened. So but when Bozo did what she did, it kind of made it kind of helped us talk about everything, because when we were in the car, she was like, can you believe that? Like, that bitch is crazy. Like, I'm like, you know she drunk, right? And she's like, I know she drunk, but, you know, Laura was like, drunk words is what? Sober thoughts and shit. Like, she might be drunk and all, but she really feel like that. I'm like, oh, I know. And I was like, this the girl that's telling everybody that I'm not a good friend? Because Bozo was going around telling everybody that I wasn't a good friend. Bitch, you get a little bit of alcohol, a drop of alcohol in your system, and you remember that I was the best friend that you've ever had? Okay. So I was like, she's shady. Like, I was like, she's shady. And Laura was like, that just pissed me off. Like, Laura was pissed. Like, she did not like that shit at all. She thought that shit was so shady. And so we talked about our issues and stuff. And I apologized to her on behalf of the girls and me too. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I know you was looking out for us, but you know, we deadass was just like trying to have fun. Like, we were not trying to put you at risk or anything like that. I said what pissed me off was also the fact that you were not believing me when I told you that I'm not that drunk. Like, I said, look at me. Like, I'm behind my own wheel now. Like, I'm whipping this bitch. Mind you, like, a lot of people be drunk at these parties. So people be getting into accidents with other people's cars. People be driving crazy in that road area. So it was a lot of traction, a lot of traffic in that area. And I was whipping that bitch ever so slightly. So I was trying to let her know, like, look, I'm sober. Like, you don't have to worry about me. So we end up making up. We get our McDonald's, and by the time we get back, the party is over. And those girls, they're like a little sober now. And the night is cool. And if you guys remember that story time that I told about Bozo, y'all, tell me why the next morning Bozo has the audacity to call me and say, everything that I told you last night, my bad, scratch that. It was, what was she say? What did she say? Hold on, let me call Lar.
Yeah.
I'm telling the story time about when me and you got into it. You remember? No, what did she say was the excuse for why she
because she was drunk off the Crown Vanilla. I should slap that hoe. No, guys, I don't play about my friends. That excuse was so lame. When I tell y'all, I was pissed.
Laura was pissed, y'all. Like, this girl had the audacity to call me the next day and say, whatever I told you the night before, scratch that. I was drunk off the Crown Vanilla. I don't mean none of what I said. My bad. You know, when you get liquor in your system, you can sometimes say things you don't mean. I'm looking at her like, bitch, that's the opposite. When you get liquor in the system, you say things that you mean.
You tell all your secrets and everything else.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I said, this bitch went from, let's update each other like this is fucking Facebook, to blame it on the alcohol like
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Fuck you. Oh, that just pissed me off, bro.
Y'all, I didn't even know what to say. Like, when I tell y'all, mind you, I got the phone in my hand because this girl called me to tell me this bullshit. I had the phone in my hand, and I remember I told this story time. The first time I told this story time, y'all were shocked. I still think about that shit sometimes and be like, that the audacity of this girl. I literally, like, had the phone in my hand, and I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, all right, well, thanks for letting me know. I guess I'm gonna call you back. Like, I just don't even know what to say to that. Like, what do you say to that? Like, what do you say? Do you say, yes, you did, you meant it, you like me, you miss me? Like, what the fuck do you say to that? And I ended up calling Lara. Like, I literally dialed Lara's phone quickly. And I told Lara what happened.
I low-key think I was there that day. Was I not?
No.
No?
No, you weren't there, because when she called me, I remember exactly where I was when she called me. When she called me, I was in the living room sitting on the couch by myself.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't there that day. You weren't there. Cause remember, the only time that you spent the night with me is when I was too drunk to take you home. Remember? But remember, remember that party I sobered up. When me and you started arguing, I sobered up by then.
Yeah.
So no, you weren't with me that day. I ended up calling Lara, and I was like, you won't even fucking believe what this girl just called me to tell. Lara was pissed, y'all. Like, she was on the phone like, weren't you telling me to call her back or something? Call her back now. Call her back now. Tell her that I'm like, Lara, I'm not calling her and telling her about herself or nothing. That girl, I said, at the end of the day, like, Bozo know what it is and what it's not. Like, you not finna, like, the fact that you had to even call my phone the next day to let me know.
To even tell somebody that?
Yeah. Like, you know, yeah, like, you know, I know, and we all know that, like, you meant every word you said. This girl was crying real tears, y'all. Crying real tears as I was walking away from her, yelling my name. Her friends literally kept saying, Bozo, do you not see what you're saying? Bozo, do you not see what you're saying? Like, no, you was not just talking just to talk. You meant every word you said. And yeah, that shit even made me look at Bozo even more weird, because I'm like, y'all. Like, I'm like, I gotta really stay away from you. You a wicked, weird bitch. So after that, yeah, that's pretty much the story time, y'all. Lara basically ruined my night.
Wait, No, guys. No, No. Let me tell y'all something about Irene when she gets drunk. First of all, when I was in college, I barely drank. Like, I did not have a car at PB, but I was the DD because I didn't really drink like that. These bitches, when they start drinking, Irene's problem is that she starts drinking and she like to say, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk, though. But I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. Babe, you are. It's okay. No, that's you.
No, Laura, that night I was drunk, but I wasn't as drunk as Naomi. And that's what was pissing me off, because you kept saying, you are drunk like them. You are drunk. I'm like, no, I'm not that drunk. Because remember when we argued, I'm like, look how fast I'm sobering up. I'm like, I'm not drunk.
The problem is that I had to deal with 3 people that were inebriated. Nobody.
Damn, vocabulary.
They don't care about how they're doing. They don't care. Everybody's trying to prove that they're the most sober. And I'm looking at all of them like, y'all are not sober.
Remember, old girl dropped her phone.
I said, yeah, this is a lot. And usually stuff like that does not even overwhelm me. But I don't know what it was. I said, nah, y'all are really taking a piss.
Laura was pissed, y'all. But mind you, remember, that's not the first time we did that. There was one time we got drunk while Laura was the DD, and Laura started crying, y'all. Laura started crying. I felt bad. I was like, I'm sorry, Laura. I was drunk. That party, I was drunk. I was off my head at that party. I ain't gonna lie. But the party, the story time I just told y'all about, I wasn't that drunk. I wasn't. And she kept saying, yes, you are. And that shit was pissing me off, because I'm like, I'm not that drunk. Like, I'm just trying to, like, have fun, like how old girl and them trying to have fun. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we did a lot. I'm just playing, Laura. I said in the story time that you know, you were just trying to protect us. That's all.
I tried my best. That's why, you know what's funny? You know when we went to Vegas? David was like, Laura, good job. He said, I didn't know you were like this. I said, oh, you don't know?
Yeah. We just came from Vegas, y'all. And, man, I gotta tell that story time. That's a story time. Yeah. Is that not story time worthy?
Yeah, because it's like so many things were happening. Like,
bro, I gotta tell that story. Y'all remind me to tell that story time. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you guys like me calling Laura, y'all say hi to Laura in the chat. W chat. Say hi to Laura. Say hi to Laura.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you people watch the video. I need my friend to take us out of the hood. Thank you.
I love y'all.